Hello, 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 hello. Normally I have a script. I don't have one today. Um, if you don't like the video, fuck yourself. Hmm. Okay. Uh, what I'm talking about today is um, how to say, well, the first things to say in a discovery call or the first things to say in a coaching call. And then this idea that things aren't working or that the client or the prospect is like fucking up. All right. So, first things first, when somebody shows up on a call with me and I am the coach that is either assisting them in a discovery capacity or assisting them in a coaching capacity, I say, how are you today? Okay. They're going to say what they say. That will allow me to gauge what's going on in the like where are they at? Are they in their best self? Are they in their best self today or not? That's fine either way. Just I'll gauge that. Cool. Next, I say, in a world of yes or no, either 100% yes or 100% no, did you complete the homework assignment? Okay. They will say yes or they will say no. Sometimes they're a little squirrely because most of the time people don't think like that. They think like, well, I pretty much, mostly, whatever. And that's not a problem. That's just how they do their life. That's literally just life for them. Okay, cool. So we have to get clear on did they do it? Did they not do it? Cool. Next, I say, awesome. What did you understand the homework to be? And if they're like, what do you mean by that? I say, listen, it's not about what's said, it's about what's understood. So, what did you understand the homework to be so that I make sure that we're clear so we can then move forward? Okay. And they'll tell me what they understood to be. Now, I do that with each one of my coaching clients if we created agreements over those two periods. And I do that with each person as far as the discovery call so that I can gauge on where they're at and to see if, it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, they're assessing me and I'm assessing them on readiness, value, and what's the last one? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Set that aside. Okay. So, something that I also want to talk about today is what do you do if somebody shows up late? What do you do if they don't finish their homework? What do you do if they want to reschedule the call or like move it a little bit? Okay. What if that stuff shows up in the discovery process? Is that an issue? Is that a problem? How do I handle it? What I'd like to offer is that is the process. If they do not try and reschedule, if they do their homework every single time, and if they don't show up late, I take that as a red flag. I'm like, what do you got going on in your life that this is all like part of my job as a coach is to assist them on their journey of whatever they're trying to get to and how I show up and what I talk about and what we deal with in a discovery call, maybe a little connect call, but not really, but or in a coaching call, how I talk to them is the whole thing. Like, I'm going to show up and I'm going to be my word. I'm going to be in communication. And when I see things, you not doing what you said you're going to do, we're going to talk about that. That's going to be the whole discovery call, or that'll be the whole session, or whatever the fuck. Okay? Don't step over that stuff. And when it shows up, just check it off like, cool. It happened. Now we can go to the next one. That's literally, what if that's part of the journey? What if that is the goal to get to a point? Like, imagine if you marry somebody and there's no arguments or no red flags at all before you get married. Like, I'm not saying that you need to like if you think about ways of being and all that stuff, like I get it, like I don't have problems with my wife, she's extraordinary, whatever the fuck. But if there's nothing that you guys talk through or work through together or whatever the fuck, and then you get married, like I don't know when's it gonna explode. What's gonna happen? Like it's part of the journey of being with a prospect, of working through whatever their bullshit is, and that's part of the journey. That's the beauty of the whole experience. I was talking to a client today about what he values and like how much money he would put to um his dreams and what he's trying to achieve. And it was like, buddy, listen, I know this feels uncomfortable. Guess how many people in the world are weird about money? Everybody. Everybody's fucking weird about it. And what you're feeling right now is new for you. And so let's just be with it. I'm not trying to change your uncomfort, like make you less uncomfortable. This is part of the fucking journey. Anyway, I went on a tangent a little bit. What if when they show up late, they try to reschedule, they don't do their homework. That's literally part of the journey. And what if you don't step over shit and you talk about it immediately at the very beginning, and then that will create what the rest of the meeting looks like? All right, that's my time, fuckers. Toodles.